So we're about to start in a minute. You will be gentle with me. I'm sick. I'll be right there in no time. Here we go. Here we go. How is it going? First of all, I want to apologize for the noise that I'll be making with my nose today, and I'm I'm pretty deranged. I've been sick, so yeah. What happened? All right. Okay. So price came below, swept that low, did we? Yeah, we get the low. I was talking about this low yesterday, right? As a target. So we get the low, and I was saying based on the fact that we have so many swings going down, when we get below here, I'm looking for longs. See what happened? So let me count my swing going up, so I know what to expect of price. Let me put the chart. Hey, hey, good morning, Ari. How's it going? Hope you feel better. Not well, but I'll be better. I'll be better. You know, it's not that bad. It's just annoying, and especially if you have to speak because you make a lot of noise, a lot of nose noise and stuff. All right. So that's something, right? Okay. So on this legs, I'd say this is to swing, right? Um, there's obviously one here, depending on how you see it, or how you see it. Even it doesn't really matter if you put it here or there or there. Um, will as for me, the first break. Let me check this. Trade above, trade below. Yeah. As for me, the first break is this. So that's make us twist swing on the way up. I, according to my rules that I had here, well, where's my rules? Oh, it's you. Yeah, yeah, it's just my rules. Don't mind this. I can now be looking for short. There's a nice short presenting itself here, but I was still sneezing when it happened. So let's see. So as you know, this is the 15 minutes candlestick. This is the 1 hour. Just so I'm able to spot the fractals and stuff. Oh, the classic happened there. Now that we're zooming in, price put highs one close to another, here, here, there. Get down to the obvious wick, right? Doesn't say, I'm not saying that it will stop there, but you see this? Beautiful. That's beautiful price action. So I'd rather, I need to decide which side I'm on. According to this, I can find a scalp long in here. And if we get above this high, I'm only looking for short. Yeah, this is what, that's what I'm planning on to do. Let me get this account going. Now let me look at go. I'm sad I missed this because this setup is it's neat. It's pretty obvious and neat, right? And my swing count telling me that I can actually be looking for this. So gold, as I was saying, oof. Yeah, somewhere around here, I was like, what I'm saying on Twitter is each time gold made a new low coming out of that range, each single time we scoop it back in the range. New low, back in the range. New low, back in the range. New low, back in the range. What does that mean? Most of the time, this means that price is leading to a reversal or something. I don't know where it would reverse, even if it looks decent, if you ask me. But yeah, so each time we went and took the low, once I see my setup in here, I take the long. With no regards to whatever everyone is saying, based on how price looks. Look at this. Do you see the speed in which we got to this low? Do you see how many time we took to make new lows right here? Three days in, right? Around the same thing in 3 days, is it? In 2 days, yeah. In two days to do this, and here we have 322, yeah, which would be 4 days. I just mean that price is slowing down once we get new lows. New lows are harder to get to, so it indicates that prices might be looking for some highs, right? So what we'll do here is that validated. Alright, let's see if price close above this. I can give us some pullbacks. We'll see. If not, any new low that price make, I'm interested. It's easy. Like if price make a new low, I'm here. I'm scouting. How can I take a long based on this low, right? That's it. Yeah, that's the plan for today. On gold at least. Okay, thank you. Where is? Oh, it's not done yet. Okay. I was like, where is TBR from today? But it's 9:57. This is interesting candle, if you ask me. One could argue that those high are close to one another too. This is crazy. The move that we get there is crazy. Let me check. Okay. Wow. So you see this tightening here? Most of the time this is leading to a rejection. The price is doing some kind of small channel going down like this. And take the low, take the high, bouncing. If we do, we'll know. We'll see where this stops. So what happened? We swept that high. This might be looking. Is it? That's some type of wig. So the 1 hour just closed. As you can see, the formation of the candle is done right here. And what we have here is the 9 a.m. TBR. Not validated as of yet because we need, as you guys know, we need to close above or below for it to be validated. Yep. Right. It's a beautiful shot. Nonetheless, that's a beautiful shot. I was slightly late to catch it, but we wait. Like most of the time, most days, what happens is after the opening volumes and stuff, price settle down and give me a range to work with, and we can find a setup in this new range formation. You see the type of that week. I don't want to be. It look like price might be looking for this. This is a long stretch, but it looks like it. We see. Hey. So I found a little channel that allow me to like play music, which is good because most of them are copyrighted. It's copyrighted music. So if when I do play it, it gets removed on certain country on YouTube, which is not good for the people that try and learn something from what I'm seeing on the chart. Let me hide my plan right here. Perfect. So those ends have the larger zone on. Oh yeah. Alright. Yeah, like this it will be better. What you can see here, it's the large blue zones are actually higher time frame zones than the green ones. Obviously, there's only bullish zone displayed on my chart. Actually, you can either go in the settings and go to get the bearish too, and all of them. It's a possibility. So let's see if price tap back into that wick and provide us with another leg down or not. Oh my god. All right. Oh, yes. Here we go. All right. Which is nice. I took a little entry here. My stop tuck behind this. I'm just gonna close in here. Right there. Even I suspect price to be hunting for lower, but I'm closing here. Sell stop. Here. Here's the idea for that trade and where I'll close it, right? This looks smoked. All of this looks smoked. Alright. Okay. What happened? Oh yeah. Is this news or something? This should logging to my second account. I don't know what's going on. I'm at break even now, of course. We'll see. Should have traded tighter. Might get stopped at break even. I was doing something else. Let me see. It's fine. I don't understand why this won't log in. Okay. Okay. Oh, what is this? Okay. And here we go. Um, all right. They took my money. I closed this right there because I don't like this. I'm not waiting for this to eat or miss. All right. Oh my god. Where are we? Okay. Might get going now. I'm sorry. Sorry, this. All right. Now here we go. Um, target fill on this. If price keep going like this, like I'm expecting if we keep dumping like this, I'm expecting this one to get taken. We will see. The price is actually doing some tightening in here. You see those lows, how they look. We run below. It's it doesn't go as fast that it was here. That's what I mean, right? Which might indicate, depends on how close to one another the lows are. But this might indicate some slight pullbacks. All right. Oh yeah. Talking of pullbacks. All right. So you see the wick, and you see what price went delivering to the body of the previous candle, right? There's not much swings on this leg down for me to say anything. In this leg, I mean. Oh. Yeah, I mean. I want either top lower or more swing for me to long. Let me see gold. How are we doing? This is a beautiful candle, I would argue. So this will try and put a new low. Let's see if it does. If it does, I'm a buyer below this. For sure, I'm a buyer below this. Unless price starts to shoot down. But most of the time when it does that kind of thing, like tightening like this, below this, I'm a buyer. Okay. Maybe after backing down, I need price to make swings. Lower time frame ones, so I know where I am. Be right back. I'm going to the bathroom for 1 sec. Okay, I'm back. Nice. This is nice. Yeah, let's see what price does around here. Like I'd say, as I was telling you earlier, this would be target. This little thing right here. Yeah, not bad. Not bad at all. So I took my profit earlier, as you know here. But this, based on how price looked, was really, really good target though. Yeah, we may have a slight pullback based on the fact that you're in a week and then in the end coming back down to take it. Based on price velocity, how fast is getting down here, I wouldn't try and buy anything in here. I'm just waiting for price to do its thing, and then when it slows, I'll be a buyer. Maybe depends on where, right? Yeah, beautiful. Um, Let me see what gold is. This is a fluke, is it? Kinda quite high and stuff. Alright, so we're waiting for this one to get taken. Oh, I need to load up my headset. Interesting. So on this leg down, we have one swing here. Is this even is this even a swing? Yes. So we have one swing here, second one there. This would end up being the third one when we do it below. And what this is a tap. This is a 50% tap of this large range right here. It appears to be. That's what the pilot is saying. So the 50% tap delivered the one-to-one here. The one-to-one is delivered, right? And now let's see if we can trade back down. So yeah, of that zone, this zone which is this looks like zone at all, right? Tap up, tap here. Um, all right. Can this? All right, let me see where this can run. Okay. The only issue is that we don't have enough swing on the way down. What do I know? This can shoot up and run up here, but I would say that we get another low before because just because of the swing count. That's it. Just based on the swing count. So my expectation is for us to get lower first, at least below that low, and then we'll see because that will make us the third swing, and after the third swing, um, possible reversal is coming. Yeah, I'd expect this to trade lower and be like one swing here, One swing there, third swing there, and then we see what price can give us below this low line. Price keep pushing the highs. This will be that high, this low. I mean, but there's no close each time. And if we keep blocking the highs like this, I'd expect lower still. At least to this target right here. Right? That's what I see. Doesn't have to do it, but this is what this is how I see it. There was buy stop here, but I wouldn't be buy stopping this based on what I think. Based on the fact that I don't have enough swing going down, it's 50% of that, so tapping up. That's a possibility. We'll see. We'll see what price does. Sweep, come back down to the swing, tap. Oh. here's the swing going. Right. No. See what I was talking about? This is. So now if this ends up being an equal low, wait. Wait a minute. This didn't hit yet as of yet, right? Did we take that load? No, we didn't. Right. Here comes the initial target, and as you can see, we have this swing right here, this one right there, and another one there, which make us three swing on the way down on the time frame we're watching. So yeah, while we were up here, I was telling you that this is a likely target based on how it looks, because for me this is one candle on a higher time frame. So was able to scalp this on the way down, coming up in those lows. Now let's see what price does here. If price want to take all these lows or reverse from somewhere like here, coming back up to tap into something and stuff. Okay. So yeah, I limit myself on which continuation versus chasing. Nah, I mean you just count your swing and you'll know where if you should long or short. Just count your swing. Ari and Russ, what's up, bro? I just pepped your message. What's up? How's it going? I was able to catch a nice short here. And now that my swing count is mattering on the way down, I can participate in scalp longs too. But this is for me, like, it doesn't mean that you have to. But I need to see my setup somewhere. There might be a bounce here. Around here. Sweep bounce, that's a possibility. But I would not be holding longs to get back in highs. From how this looks, Look at the 1 hour. 45 minutes on this candle, on the 1 hour candle. No, I mean 15 minutes left on this 1 hour candle. Just cashed the. Oh yeah, did you? Let me check this. Oh man. Okay, cool. Oh my god. Well played, man. Well played, Russ. Bro. I wish I was in there with you. Well, that's great. Not for me here. What do you mean not for you here? Check this. I mean, I look at the profile of the photograph, not my. Oh, I got you. That's good. That's good. Man, I wish I had. I wish I bought some of this. This is by the look of this. This is crazy. Look at this. And this week happened today. And I was planning on setting on some limits, and I loaded up the account yesterday night, and I was like, yeah, price doesn't look like anything. I would have been triggered. Okay, so we have a little bounce here. Let's see if we can come and take that high and then continue on the way down. May be able to see this high here and then continuation down. That's what I'd say. Remember, there's a 9 a.m. TBR below here. You can't see it very well because my zones, my larger zones take the spotlight, I'd say. Let's see how close the low will be here. If the low is closed, it might be leading to a rejection for us to trade back up there, and in the end, go back down. Let me check what happened with crypto. Not much. Daily. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. That's nice. I have someone in my group that's in a trade from up here, trying to get to those lows right here. Yeah, that's nice. That's a lie. I'm here now. Yeah, this looks like a big equal high and stuff, but I'm not targeting highs and lows. Being able to participate in and take a little bit is fine. Remember, there's some TBR standing here, still standing there. Let me get rid of the loud higher time frame zone so you can see. There's this, might provide some bounce, but in the end I'd say we trade below it. That's how it looks from here actually. Nice trade, yeah, that was a nice one. Yo, okay. Let me plug a bunch of more higher time frame candle to plot. No recess, this is crazy. I'm glad I know how to get into price when it get that fast. Alright. Yeah, I would like you looking for the lows based on our price doesn't give pullbacks. You know, when price when turn at some point, like real turning, it will get tighter and tighter. The only thing that we have to be mindful of is based on the fact that we already got two swing down. There's probably a fourth one information here. The fourth one might give a larger pullbacks at zero world will trade below this low for sure. BTV. um, you see those little high, most of the time it's using to rejection price gets to the low, trade back higher, trade back down because of these little lows, the lows that getting close to one another. Because if you go from here, like you have lows getting close to one another, we trade back down, try to trade above something, fail, trade back down, no lows, no lows, there is a low, we trade back up, sweep the high of that candle, trade back below, and then price make a little high here, and that make a low, that make a high, that make a low, but this is closer to one another than it was up there, right? That's why I'd say price might look for some highs that will end up being another swing formation. That's it. Let's see if gold stay here. If it fails there, might be able to see some lows again, but I'm not shorting gold based on what it does. I rather long from below. See, we got a slight pullback, I'd say. I was expecting this pullback to be larger, right? But it doesn't matter. Just to showcase the behavior of price when it does this. beautiful. I didn't even go to the higher time frame to see what would work. See, this is the top of the range. Getting back to the bottom of it, right? I hate to say it, but this looks like this. Oh my god, that's not good. So yeah, we're counting swings. Let me see how much lower time frame swing do we have now, right? We have this one here, that one, that make us 3. This is not a swing. There's no swing here. This side from this side to this low, this is a down candle too. From depending on the time frame you're watching. Now we're tapping into that TBR, right? Let's see if this gives us some pullbacks. But do you see, as for the higher time frame swing that I was marking up on the way up, that I've been marking when I woke up, actually, you get 3 swings, and the formation of the 4th one failed. That's what happened. that's what happened in here. But you're not in here looking for this short at the 2nd swing or before. So in some time frame, this is a week. We may have some pullback from here. That's tradable actually. glad we found that short, right? It was an easy one, actually. But give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. All right. Let me put this in another color. I'm just putting this in another color because it's I'm counting swing in the other direction, and it's also lower time frame swings than those one right here. Just so people are not mistaken with what I'm saying, that this is with the hours. So yeah, price would probably trade below this low in my opinion, but even if it does, we may have some pullbacks going in beforehand, which will make this the fourth swing on the way down. Let me check this one here. Yeah, do we have a close? Yeah, this is a close. Oh, above, yeah. Like I'm arguing with myself about this one, counting this one with those one. I'm not sure. But either way, it's either 1, 2. There's at least those two ones I'm sure of. This one is a swing, but is it on the same time frame as those one? I'm not sure. And you see, if you were looking for continuation, sell stopping the high of the low of that candle would have get you stopped, and the next sell stop that showed up is actually this very little stop. Yeah, longs are more likely here. It's not even part of structure, is it? So you see, our little tap into this this TBR is providing us with a move on the other side. I mean, with a move in the other direction, be mindful of this TBR is also weak on some time frames, right? You have this push coming from this. Maybe able to see that high. say, coming back up there. I'm not in that way though, but that's what that's what I've been saying about where we are in the range and the amount of swing that we have here. Could have taken an entry. Could I have? Not on the 1 minute. Nothing showed up for me here on the 1 minute. Maybe on the lower time. I'm not trading 30 seconds, but you know, I'm just checking if I could have participated in this on the 30 second easily. Yeah. Tap up, sweep, tap. Okay. All right. If I was in, this would have been my target for this long right here. Maybe this flat candle. Let's say the 15 flat candle that's here. Because none of this is a part of structure on the time frame we're looking, like those little pullbacks right here are not part of structure, and on the current time frame. So yeah, this is a tibial tap as well as it is a zone tap, you know. See, swap those, which are the top of the immediate range, right? The range from those high to this low, right? And below around the 50% of this. What do I say around? It's not around, it's like literally at the 50%. Like the ZNZ give us this perfectly. It's inside, it's on top of that tibia, right? But the 50% of the down move, the last down move right here, gave us this move back up. Let's see if it gets to target. Oh no. could see is some slight pullback into this down candle, and then continuation up. This is what I see, right? Tap back in here would be wonderful. Trade down, tap back up. But what do I know? Okay, check. I have in 1 hour, so I have to go and drop my significant other to a boat because she's going on some holiday and stuff. But I will be back, and I'm probably streaming this afternoon too. But I mean, I'll leave this stream in 1 hour, and be back right after. Oh my God, who would have thought? So we get no pulls back, right? Nothing. But yeah, 50% of this zone, which is a week on some time frame, you have to be mindful of this. Gave us this nice longer. There was no entry for me in here on this time frame. On the 30 second, I can spot it easily, but here. Except buy stop this, but this didn't put a low. This is not. This is tricky for me, at least for me. Did we? Price. Mr. Price. Excuse me. This is why you don't chase to go to target, because you know it's going there. So you go, so you get in here with 5 contracts and you try to get this because it's what, 13 points? Wow. And how many points in Doda you end up? Okay. And now you close here, right? And you'll be like, maybe I was wrong. What am I gonna do with my life because I was wrong to go in here? So you lose what you were hoping to win. Yeah, I thought we would go and tap this, but we'll see. And lower time frame swing count is on here too. You have to know that this is a swing, this is 1, 2, and this is origin. So it's 1, 2, 3. This is the 4th one on the lower time frame. Like when I say lower time frame, it's probably something like 5 seconds on walls, or maybe 1 second or so, something like this. I don't know. Yeah, I have to get better at trading because we didn't get this. How bad? Get good, Felix. Do you realize missing target from 2 points? Unacceptable. But as I was saying, there was no entry in here for me. I mean, I didn't enter in that trade, right? But I would have missed target for 2 points, which is unacceptable. Give me 1 second. You're getting good, Felix. Huh? Thank you, Russ. Give me 1 sec. I'll be right there. All right, I'm back. Yeah, I'm trying. Let me. So, if this come down below here, this end up being what, the first swing, right? But you have to remember what price is doing all time, because it's because of those little, I was saying, those little low getting, you have this one here, we have that one here, we have that one there, and this coming into somewhere you're looking for a pullback is a good sign that you'll get what you look for, right? Let's see if price go to my target, or if I have to end that swing right now and go back test. Let me see what gold is doing. Q. So yeah, and as stated on Twitter and stuff, I was a buyer on each of those lows, recent lows right here. I was a buyer, not trying to make a new high, being nimble with your targets. I used larger size than usual buying in here because of how it looks. The low one close to one another. This what's happening here on gold. It's the same idea than what happened there. This is even more stretched to the downside than the gold is, but it happened everywhere on price, and when price does that, it oftentimes lead to a rejection. Look at this right here. We have a high, you have another high here, high close. What happened afterwards? Price trade into some lows before continuation. Doesn't mean that it has to go and take all the lows that you think since whatever, whatever. But it's an indication of the zone that you're looking to trade from might be strong enough to provide you with the move. I don't even know. I didn't check on gold. I don't even know what we're in, but there is something here. For sure, there's something here that we are tapping in. We just tap, and each time price get below a low, look how fast it get back into the range, faster than it get down below, right? So this for me is an indication that price want to see some highs, and when it does that, all I have to do is wait for us to get below a low and find my setup coming back in. And all of that goes with swing count and stuff. You just, like, first off, you just count your swing, then you realize what zone you're into, and then you just click get money, get out. All right. Okay. Maybe I'm able to stay with you guys a little longer. Let's do it. Wait. Nah, that's fake news. That's fake news. We didn't take that high yet. The flat candle is still standing. All right, so I can stay. Cool. I'm happy for this. Thank you, price, to delivering to this target. So let's see what price does here. I don't know. I'd say we get below this low. We pull back, get below that low, give it pull back, and to end up in the end getting lower based on how fast we got into those lows, but I am not heading in that direction no more because my swing count is exhausted. Now it's pretty sure that it is. If we get below this low, even if I'm not sure of that swing, this make this the third one. This is 1, 2, 3, and now I can look for scalp long below, right? Let's see what happened to Bitcoin. To the coin of all coins. I hope. I have someone named Drake that go by the name of Drake in my group. I guess it's not the rapper, but this person is in a short from up there, coming to those lows. We might be able to get delivered. Finally, I was freaking out about this range, but it's just a range. You wait for it to get done with. So yeah, let's see what happened.
Thank you very much for listening, and
Of course. Let me get to the next one. So yeah, let me go back to the 1 minute, sorry. Oh. Wow. That's a wonderful tap rejection. So you have this low, tap back into this. Okay. Okay. Let's see what price does. And just for the sake of saying it, let's say that this is our first swing, right? And this start to shoot up, like Trump says, Iran is my friend now, and everything will be good, and AI bull market starts up right now. Okay, cool. So this start to shoot up. What this ended up being is the second swing, because it's a larger one. Not thinking this will happen, but just saying, right? All right. All right. Oh, look at what we have up there. Our friend TBR from this morning is validated because we closed below. And he's also standing in highs, right? Okay, let me pep the chat. This is the people writing in the chat. They're just NQ Black Crow NQ 2196.7 sweep before going down. The possibility 2196.7 here. Yeah, it's a possibility. You have to understand that this is just one candle on higher time on the higher time frame. This here. This is a possibility. The price can go here, sweep, and go down, just based on the, on how those candle looks. It's a possibility. Yes. Can you check Solana, please? Red Dragon. I didn't chart Solana in ages. On what time frame? On what time frame, Red Dragon? I thought there was only my friend was talking in the chat, but those people are actually asking things. Yeah, I can check Solana, but you have to tell me which time frame you're interested in knowing what's going on. 1 hour, please. Okay. Let me see. Sol USDT. Can I write? Alright, here we go. Allow me 1 second. All right. As always, to actually know what's happening on the time frame you're trading, you have to get higher, right? And have a more holistic view. Okay. Okay. We close. So this was the uptrend. Made that high, made that low, made that high. Cool. And come below this. This tap here, up, tap there, up. This looks like something is going on in here. Let's say maybe it's an old thing. I'm not sure. Yeah, this looks like a zone that usually send price back higher. Like this low, that high. You have this low that we put a high above. We come back to it, sweep that low. What I've been looking for is if price can hold into this here. Yeah, if price can hold into this, let's say with the sweep of those, tap back in this and send it higher, it's okay. If not, you are looking for some serious lows. So the 1 hour, I wouldn't be longing this 1, 2, 3. It'll be 2. Yeah, that might be 3. I would have been longing this except for the low of that range right here. Yeah, this is what I see. I'll be looking for scalp long on the low of that range, but not really. I don't know where the price is going, is heading up or down. It looked like this zone was able to put a high twice. Might be the third time. The third time might be the same, you know. Most of the time, a support stay a support for a long time, you know. But if it breaks, if we break below, you can see some pullback in and down. You have to be mindful of this, but I'll be looking for longs in here, not before. Yeah, that's what I see. No problem, man. Holy guacamole. Let me check. Thank you. No problem, Red Dragon. Right? No problem. Oh, this might be looking for. We may be looking for 22 for here. You went for the continuation with the sell stop at 10. Reason why you didn't go for 10:30 again. All right. Let me check. Okay, I went for the continuation at 10. The reason why I didn't go for it when at 10:30, right here. There's not much reasons. I already had my money off the table, and I was looking to know what price was heading to and what price was doing, because I was expecting price to not give strong low as it did right here, to get below this here, and then to start trading into highs. I was expecting for us to trade here and then back up. This is why that was my final target. I didn't go for the continuation in here because I already had that one. That's it. Because yes, you can pyramid trades and stuff and do all those things. Let me check. Sell stopping, that would be this. If you sell stop that one here, you got stopped, right? If you go with that one there, you also got stopped. And if you go with this one or that one went, right? This is why you have to be mindful of where you do that kind of things. But I wasn't like this. This for me looks neat and clear that we swept, impossible to close above. Here price started to make a little range, which is end up being a rounding, and we can trade lower, which end up being the same thing. Give me 1 second, there's something familiar. Okay. Yep. All right. So, but what was I saying? But even in mm-hmm. Okay. All right. But even if you get stopped before, you may be able to find some profit if you understand where our price is going. But I wasn't looking for any pyramid situation. Oh, this is beautiful. There's how many swing do we have? Do we have? So we have the initial one, you have this one, you have that one. Okay, there's one swing missing for me to be able to take that short. Because we have this swing going on. A larger one, right? This would be the third one. And Mr. the Third will allow me to look for shorts now. I need to do it above it. And then that's a nice, what's the week in here? That's a nice rounding. All right. No problem, Ari. This is the how I saw it. It just. But you could have find some success, still something. This you just have to be mindful of how it shows, because this was a clear stab above that candle and down move right after. I was expecting some pullback higher, but it didn't happen, right? Alright. Let's give us a second time out of this thing here. I'm just not happy with it being the third one. I'd love to show this if it was higher already. I'd love to. Is it? Yeah, there's one here. We're tapping into this, so you believe it. Alright. Black price is looking for either this or maybe to go into some lows, but I don't see. There's something missing for me. The thing that's missing for me is the amount of swing. I'm not allowed 1, 2. This is the third one. Yeah, I'm not allowed. able to see that this one, this little zone at top of the range right there, which is obvious weekend, a lower time frame. All right, nice. And this will end up being what? If this goes below this, we get the 1, we get the 2, 3. But can I count this on the same time frame as those ones? We'll see. We'll see. So what this is rounding to obvious week. Why am I not participating in? Good question. Did I spot it? Yes. 11 give first break on the lower time frame. Retest here, offering me a sell stop out of this up candle right there. There is only 2 swings that I can count up on this time frame, which does not allow me to be able to entering in this. For now, like, I'm just honoring what I know and what I see works for me most of the time, right? For now, this is, I didn't backtest after the second swing, go into the third one and take a short. I didn't backtest this to be able to say, yo, I can do this on the live market. I don't want to lose my money, right? That's why I didn't participate in it. But this is perfectly fine setup. Just all the condition weren't there as for my swing count, which is my first condition. Let me check. You went for continue. I was expecting a bit deeper pullback and look for flip. I saw you taking continuation. Was trying to understand it, when to enter and when not to. Oh, I got you. Yeah, you develop a feeling for it once. It goes with price speed, what it did before, what did we take. We come up, it take that high, which is at the top of the range, and look like a candle sweep, and then started giving some lows, but with speed. You see this wick right here, this is the 1 hour. This is this move indicates me that we would likely see that low, probably lower. Then you count your swing and you just for continuation you can just look for sell stop the low of a bullish candle, but you have to understand where you are in price, right? This is what you have to understand, is where you are in price. Why price does this here and not there, right? How many swing for retracement is good for you, Black Crow? What I usually do is this: I count my swing on multiple time frames, and I only trade counter trend after the third swing's formatted. So we are arguably going down today, right, on this leg. But what price was doing right now is going up. So this is a counter trend trade based on this little trend that's coming up here, right? But this high still delivers with the last low. This is the last validated high. Beforehand, this is not. So short, sure. But on the retracement, I didn't get the third swing. Once I get the third swing, here I'm most likely looking for short systematically. Voilà. That's it. I hope that makes sense to you. But then again, I'm still putting things together as for where I can and cannot do some things. But this is the rule that I apply in live markets for now. If it changes, I'll let you know. Alright. As for you guys watching the video, would you mind put a like on the video for me? That will help with the YouTube algorithm. this would be cool. Only if you learn something. If you were able to use something in the live market, right? That's it. But yeah, I'm doing this every day. As long as the market is open in New York, I'm doing this every morning. So no problem, back row, no problem. So yeah, this is um, this is how I frame it. And then within that frame, sometimes it won't show like I want it to show, but most of the time it will. And if I respect my plan, most of the time I get money. Most of the time, that's what matter, right? That's a beautiful shot, but I mean, on the lower time frame, this is for sure. I can show it right here. Here we go. So we have low, maybe high, low, this low, and that high. Oh, yeah, just a low high. It's not as a clean break. I thought this was the low that was making the last high, but this is a wick. So this is the low that's making the last high, and we didn't break it as clean as I thought we would. Yeah, it's fine. Right. Let's see if I can find a new trade below those lows. Check what gold is doing. All right. Okay. Uh-huh. Yeah, nothing. Right. This would be my target for this. Whatever comes from here. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. All right. Hmm? Okay. Okay. Did we close below that low? We did not. Oh, yes. am I allowed to take entry in here? This is the middle of the range. That's a weird place if you ask me. So this pullback right here looks like we want the high of that candle. That's why I was unable to put a low on the lower time frame. Let's see if I continue down afterwards. Alright. Was waiting for one more high to get in the show. It left without me. Yeah. Yeah, same. That was my thinking. One more high, and then. All right. So we get that high. Let's see if we end up trading back down. No. Most of the time when this showed up, price get lower and then come back up to take that high. And Dave taught me this. If you wanna know who taught me this, Dave taught me this, and I was suspicious about it, to say the least, at first. So we're not able to put a low below this. Alright, here we go. So you have this the usual rounding in here. See this rounding. There's a wick. Took the wick. Price that back in. See what it does now. I would think price would go for continuation to the downside, but what do I know? It could shoot up from here since we just swept that low and gave this pullback, right? The little low that's in here. And when yeah, that's all I see for now. So we wait and see what price does. Any failure here would result into this to get taken. Oh, what's going on? Current bit weight lower than recommendation. Okay, give me 1 second. Let me cut some things at home. Stream current bit rate is lower than no recommendation bit rate. Recommend that you use the same bit rate. Okay, will do. So what happened? Price faded to that low, the low of that candle. Couldn't take it. So we see some continuation. So that's why I was saying, what do I know? And all of this should warn you. You should not take decision like long term. I mean long term. Long term for me is like 2 minutes because my trade usually goes that much. Decision in the middle of the range. No decision in the middle of the range. That's it. That will save you a lot of time and money as well. Check. I'll go see. So on the lower time frame, you have to be mindful of the fact that there is a lower time frame swing in here too. But this is still the middle of the range for me. I'm not taking decision in this. Either up or down. Give me 1 second. Alright. Okay. Took a little entry here. I took an entry to go back and also to get down. Let's see. All right. Once we get that low here, my stop is at break even. Yeah, I'm going break even. What that ended up being, this is the second time out. So we have the first time here, tap back in, second time out. This is what I see at least. And my stop is at break even because of this. Oh yeah. Might get be it. Let's see. Look like they get me a bit. Yeah. I'm about to get big. That's fine. That's fine because still I'm still largely looking for some lows, and price might be looking for highs, which is totally fine. This wasn't taken. Wait, this was not the setup I took. This here is. Yeah. Just so you know where my B is, which is here. And I flipped to BE when we took that low, right? Because sometimes if price doesn't want to go down but want to go up, it will reverse. You would argue that I could have took profit. You would argue. This looks nah. Nope. Here's the thing. Here's the thing with this. I refuse to short from a high that wasn't able to put a low. Therefore, this is a weak high, and this he wasn't able to put a low. What does that mean? That means that we weren't able to find a close below this, right? So this high, this low made that high, then we come and trade below that low, not doing anything, and in my opinion, my opinion doesn't matter. From what price is showing me right now, we might be trading above that high because it wasn't able to put in a low. We'll see. Don't forget, this is a range. Yeah. Let's see what gold is doing. Ranging here. Okay. Okay. So let's me plan out the next trade. Just go now. Imagine if we get below that low, we might be able to find an entry short again. Oh, yeah. Yes. But you have to accept, it's not your fate, but you have to accept that price. This time traded to my break even because they knew where my entry was, yeah. And then traded out. have to understand market makers after me. All right. This is rounding multiple taps on the rounding. Yeah, at least that's what I see. Everything that's between here and there is a range, you know. To send it. Price looks cooked. Still thinking lower, but how to trade from a high that then put in low. So what I'd like to see for us to get above that high right now, this one here. So this one and potentially this two. This is what I'd like to see for price to get above here. Based on how it looks, we come and sweep this, give a pullback, sweep it again. No close, no close. This ends up being weak until it's not. You always have to be mindful of this, but this is not a high that I would short from, as for me. Oh, if we close above that, give me 1 second. I'm not looking for short before we get there. Give me 1 second, please. How long have you been not hearing me? Um, Hello. So, I'm sorry. I cut my microphone and I didn't realize it was still like this. So, what I was what I was saying. Actually, I don't even know. Give me 1 second. All right. So price. What is expected of price here is if we close above that high, this ends up being the second swing up. I will blend short before this, but I expect price to go below those lows in order to come and trade lower, but it doesn't have to actually. All right, but yeah, I have I'd say bearish bias something still, but it doesn't mean that I'm right. You just have to look at price and see what it does, and then you can interact with it based on that, right? So it did a lot of lower time frame swing in here that you can see on the 5 second. Those down candle out swings, right? There's one here, there's one there, there's one there, there's one there. Larger one. Get back on top of this, taking up the high of this candle. End up trading back in. But you wouldn't be looking for short in there based on the fact that this is a weak high before we took the high, right? Now that we took it, but there is no closure, you see, no closure. We keep blocking the high without closure. This might indicate that we will trade lower. The fact that price can't close and also is putting high one close to one another. Imagine if price goes here, but put another high close to those high right here. This might indicate that price is looking to trade in some lows. I'm sorry for the lack of sound, lack of microphone earlier. Yeah, I just cut my microphone and I didn't realize it was still like this. It's good now. Almost 20 minutes. You guys went 20 minutes without sound. That's a lot. I've been saying a lot of things. Okay, cool. I'm sorry. Oh. good with this here. Might be able to find some kind of entry here. Let's see if price plug the highs again. Give some pullbacks. If it's okay. Yeah, if it gets to the high and doesn't put a strong high, a high that's way above, it's an indication that it's looking for some lows. Like the drop is coming. This is a kind of a channel going up. Let's see how far this high goes, right? Hey, we also appreciate the price is not giving any lows, right? Look like, are we getting a close this time? Oh, we are. Yeah. So yeah, if I slid above that high, it's here, but not in any longs. I mean, when I say trade above that high, trade and close above that high, it will probably getting to see um, this price, like this point of price. Alright. Alright, but it's pretty slow. What I'll do is I will probably close stream here and be right back. Waiting for a close here, tap back in, and I will be targeting this if we close above here. If not, you already know. Trying not to take too much decision in the middle of the ranges. It's what we're here for. Right? Alright, be right back in 1 minute. Alright. Okay, price doesn't want to give any lows. This is a lot of things coming up. Yeah, as for me, I'm not longing this as I'm not shorting this either. It's just a range. The only thing is I like the fact that there's multiple swing coming up, so might be able to find a short in here. I don't know, but I'm not shorting this. Neither I'm long in this. It's not. It's not something that I'm too sold off. What price is doing or not here? Mm. What the? Oh, wait, that's this is certainly is looking nice. Yeah, the amount of swing that we have coming up in this um in here. Yeah, that might be it. Let me check. I was telling you I was biased to the downside, but if price could close above that, the high that we have here, we would go up. But in the end, it did not. Let me share. Let me put this in the group. All right. Yeah, that's nice. I was able to find a little entry in here. It looks like this. This is what I was saying. You have to know what you're doing in order to sell stop, buy stop, anything. Because if I was sell stopping any up candle in here, I would have get smoked fast. So this one was BE. And let's see if that one deliver. Right. Nonetheless, yeah, I probably go to break even. How many are we? Yeah, yeah, I'm getting to break even. Let this ride, right? Just letting this run. We got BE. Yeah, that's it. Alright. Not too shabby, that's what you want. You want price to go fast in your direction. But the hint with this move here was the amount of swing coming up after this down move. Take the down move, we tap back in. We get lower, but we couldn't close, so we make a lot of swing coming back up. But this is where you have to be patient to be able to find this kind of entry, because price is slowly creeping itself up to the entry that, and then reject from it. And once you get into that rejection, you may be able to see some really good profit actually, right? Good coin. NQ good coin. Let me check the chat. So I'd say we may see some slight pullback into here, but this will end up heading lower, in my opinion. In any case, we are already at break even, so it doesn't really matter to us. Let me check if I can show you this entry, how it is. Getting one contract off here. All right. I'm glad I took that one contract off. I'm still at BE waiting for price to trade lower. Red Entry works on the reason why I went BE is because we already ran 1R out of my entry. I had to take the contract off too, just to be able to realize some profit in case price do what it does right here, which is looking like you want to come to my break even. Alright. This is fine. This is fine. Was able to realize some money and price headed to my break even. Maybe I got the wrong bias. I mean, the wrong bias. The wrong reading of price, and price is bound to go higher, but it doesn't matter. As I could see some profit based on swing count, um, and then if it fails here, we still go there. If it's not, I don't know, just making swings. We would need a close above here and a pullback for me to say that we're going there. That's it. That's all I see. This morning was really neat and easy price action, but trending, right? And then this range, this little range, let me check this low to this high. We come to the low, we get to the high. We come to the low, we get to the high. Yeah, it's just a range, and should be traded as such. Let me get rid of. Yeah, this one, this end up being this. It's my fault too. Now that I look at it, it feels like shorting the lows. Riot. Might be able to do the same idea. All right. See, this is why you take profit. Yeah, this is why you take profit. Look how cooked I would have been if I didn't. And what is this? Is this news or something? Okay. And here comes the trade. Okay. You better know. You better be sure I took some. That's why you never flip by. I mean, never flip bias. Yeah, you have to be able to flip bias, but unless the swing count and stuff said telling me otherwise, I'm looking in one direction until I'm not, until I'm looking in the other direction until I'm not, and then I'm looking in one direction until I'm not, because I was saying, yeah, if we close above this and do that and that, we may be able to see this, but the whole time, how many longs did you see me plot on the chart? How many longs? I'm taking my money back now. And when I say this, it doesn't mean that I will be right all the time. Sometimes I'll be like looking for short and price shoot up, and that's fine. It just have to be systematic. That's it. If it's systematic, it's fine. All right, on those good words, I might leave. The idea for this is here. This same idea, same target as the previous one. This we got BE. This we, let's say, TP, because we took one off at this point, and this we see, right? I'm not in that trade. Let me mark it up. Let me mark it up so people know. So yeah, have a good day. Take care, and I'll be back. Yeah, I'll be back later on. Let me put another one price get there. May as well wait in stream, right? You guys tell me when price get there, right? Cool. Um, Ari, I don't get your question. Why did I prefer C stop for 12:45 candle 12:45? This here? Why didn't I let this come back to my stop? Um, because I'd rather not take a stop. So yeah, we took that one for 4 hour, and this one was a little bit shorter, right? So, but this would have been 7 BE 085 for 11 hour total. No, no losses on this session. Zero losses. 11 hour total on live swim. Those guys, right? Sell stop. Why did I prefer sell stop to the 12:45? This sell stopping this here. Uh, why don't I sell stop this? Because I wasn't too sold on this. I was looking for price to make more swings. You see, you have a swing here. You have on the lower time frame. There's 5 swing in there, right? And now that we have one swing there, another one there. This is a bigger one there. So we have 4 swing going up in that entry. Above the third one, as I was saying here, why didn't I take the first short? Because I was expecting us to get to a third swing before I get into my shorts. Now, here I got 4 coming up into that entry. Missed that one. So I indicate this in here because I missed it. Just for to post on Twitter. So this is why I'm writing it like this so people don't get tripped up thinking that I got all those trades. I only got that one and that one, right? And then I was able to sell stop my way into momentum once I was set to see price go to my TP. That's it. That's it, man. I hope you learned something, and I hope you have a good day, right? And if you want to reach me on Twitter or in my group. See you then. Excellent days.